Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition Part 3. And I want that salty run back. That motherfucker embarrassed me in the last episode. Now it's payback time. It's time to teach this man a little bit of manners. And I'm gonna do just that. Cause, you know what? I didn't get that salty run back at Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends. Well, guess what? I'm getting it in 8. And don't think I haven't forgot about the DLC, because yeah, I'm going to do that too. Yeah, you're still alive right now, but not for long. So take this oh, okay. I was about to say, take this salty run back, and all of my rage with it. Oh, wait, don't think I'm not done. Don't think I'm not done. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and dump out one of these weapons here, because after all, terrible weapon allocation, people. Remember that. I'm going to go ahead and discard a weapon that has no attributes and pick up something better from Lu Bu. Now, regardless of the difficulty, you're going to get something. Whether or not it's actually something better, it all depends on what difficulty you fight Lu Bu at, which is all the more reason why I'm glad difficulty actually matters. So now, let's go after Cao Chang. You know, to solidify the revenge and make sure that I put my mark on this goddamn stage. Because I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, and in case you're wondering, yes, this is on normal. The only reason why I did much better than what I did with Xiao Yun is because Guan Yu is at a higher level. And more importantly, I actually did something to his, green dragon, so he's pretty much good. So now that I got my revenge, everything is fine and dandy with the world. Now it's time for the actual part 3. I just had to get that run back. So, there's two ways to handle the defense of Shu province. First off, the first star requirement and the second star requirement. The first star requirement, you just need to get Liu Bei or Guan Yu. The second, which I'm going to show off, you need to get Zhang Fei. And also for the second one, you're going to need Jubilation at least 5 or 6. Good reason why that is because there's going to be a certain part where you're going to have to kill off a whole number of officers as soon as they show up. As soon as you get the queue, you got to kill them right then and there. And this one can be rather tedious with a low-level Zhang Fei, so I managed to make him high-level, so that way I could do some serious damage to all of the enemies that stand in my way. And more importantly, I did manage to customize the weapon that I have to have Jubilation 5. And what is Jubilation 5? Jubilation 5 means your Musou as well as your rage attacks is going to gain, I think it's rage attack. Yeah, yes, rage attack is going to gradually gain up faster than what it does with just not having Jubilation. And 5 is basically the minimum. 6 or higher, you're pretty much looking at your EX bar like raising up at an alarming rate. And why am I talking to people in the camp? Real simple, that is also an achievement for Dynasty Warriors 8, to talk to everyone in camp. Between all 5 kingdoms. So, yeah. You see me doing this, it's basically for an achievement purposes. Even though achievements don't really matter, because they don't give you anything. Now, if it was like Saints Row 3 and they actually did give you something, then gun for it. But the only thing achievements is good for is big dick points, and big dick points don't matter anymore. No, it doesn't. And the only reason why I paused this is because of the fact that there was some stabilization issues, and I hope that it wasn't going to interfere in my recording. So I'll be right back. Oh, and before I go, there was a lot of stabilization issues in this part. Actually, no. I'm not going to leave. I might as well just point out that, yeah, there is going to be parts where it's going to be choppy and it's going to cut out. The same thing happens in part 4, but not as egregious here. And let me assure you, I do actually complete the star requirement, but I'm not going to show off the other star requirement until part 5 for this stage. Because there's like 2 different star requirements. And more importantly, one of those leads to a different area. And with that said, now I'll be right back. I gotta get me something to eat. This lunch, I'm continuing to talk to people in the camp. I know this may be boring, but for the most part, this is for an achievement after all. Now, I just want to point out something though. There is going to come a time where you're going to have a split path in the camp. And depending on what you do, not just in this stage, but in the next subsequent stages that actually have stars, you can either get that path or you're end up forced down the historical route. So on that note, we're going to go on ahead and continue this stage, or should I say begin it, since we haven't even started it yet, it's up until now. So basically what you're going to do right now is you're going to take care of all the enemies that is going after Cao Cao. Now the funny thing about this stage, and by funny I mean annoying, is the fact that you got to not only watch out for Cao Cao because people are going to come after him, but you're also going to have to watch out for Liu Bei and Guan Yu. And do you want to know why? Because if they fall, guess what? This mission fails. And if you think you can actually counter that by changing up the character, well, the computer has that all set up too. So if you change up the Liu Bei, guess what? Zhang Fei is going to take that place of an officer that needs to be protected. You come in with 2 players, that 3rd player is going to always need to be protected, regardless. So they have you prepared. The day that Dynasty Warriors becomes an online or offline multiplayer game for the Xbox or the PlayStation or the Nintendo consoles, or at least even Steam, it'll be a cold day in hell because Koei don't know about any of that stuff. The closest they'll do is have a 1-player game, and that's it. Or 2-player split-screen game. Other than that, it's going to be a cold day in hell before Koei actually makes a offline multiplayer Dynasty Warrior game for more than just 2 people. Serious to God, cold day in hell. Now online, on the other hand, you got empires, and that's all you got. Anyway, we're just gonna have to murder everything here, and once we do, Liu Bei will actually give you the signal to go into the castle to take care of the traps to try to activate the boulder trap. Now, here's the thing. My commentary may actually have sped up because during the recording, for some reason, my modem was acting stupid. Even though I have Frontier for about like maybe 7-8 years, the modem shouldn't be acting stupid. I mean, it's still better than Bright House, what I had before, but still, it was a pain in the ass to deal with it. But yeah, my modem will sometimes shut down in the middle of recording, and that became a detriment to me when I was dealing with Dynasty Warrior 7 in that one fight, which is the Battle of Wang Li's Rebellion. The internet decides, more along the lines of my mom accidentally tripped the modem, and yeah, I ended up getting kicked out of the battle and sent back into the menu screen. And I had to start the whole damn battle all over again. Really sucked that. Anyway, now you have a new objective. You're gonna have to go straight to the south and try to stop the catapults from going after the stone trap. Now, if You do not stop the catapults. Well, kiss the star requirement goodbye. Oh, and yeah, it crashed right at this point because of the Wi-Fi, and then I had to restart it all over again. So yeah, if the frame's too bad for you guys, sorry about that. Anyway, let us proceed. And with Zhang Fei, there is a shortcut he can take to the catapult. However, he has to take care of business. And by business, that is, Liu Da, if I'm not mistaken. He will appear to try to impede your path.
Okay, we should be able to set
and then, you're gonna have a ladder. Yeah, only Zhang Fei can reach this point. And by the way, I hope you have a lot of Musou and also a lot of Rage. Because folks, let me assure you one thing. If you don't have either, you're not gonna get the first star requirement. The second, maybe. The first, no. Alright. Now it's time to deal with Li Dian.
Where did you come from? I suppose it doesn't matter.
Alright, so all you have to do is basically have an earth weapon ready for Li Dian. You're gonna be pretty much in good hands.
Like we managed to put a stop to their
because
plan.
most of the enemies in here is practically man weapons. But now that we went there and defeated Li Dian, now comes the star requirement. Get on your horse, ride as fast as you can, cause
it sounds like they managed to take care of business.
when it comes down to this part, you gotta be really quick because Guojia, sorry, I almost said Jia Shu. Guojia will call for an all retreat. You only have a limited amount of time to catch every single officer before they do.
The commander of Cao Cao's forces has arrived.
And now that they're here, oh great. Ah, just great. It crashed. So I had to start all over because it went black when I tried to deal with all of that. But kill all of the officers that come your way.
Surprisingly strong resistance. However,
don't just stop with soldiers, kill all the officers too.
we must burn down the castle and those blasted contraptions.
Every last one of them, do not let them past you. If you do, you'll get the other star requirement. If you don't, well, you'll get something different. Like the second star requirement. And it's going to be really tight. Now, if I would have used Zhang Fei's Musou, this would not be a problem. Actually, it's still not a problem because I got rid of all of them. So, with that said, all enemies are dead. All we need to do now is hop on the horse and head back to Liu Bei to pretty much help Liu Bei and to help Guan Yu. Because both of them have a fire attack. And if we don't help Liu Bei and Guan Yu, the entirety of the castle will be set on fire. And sorry if I was coughing earlier, but something got caught in my throat. Yeah, we're gonna have to try to at least help them. And thankfully this was running at a faster frame rate than the others. Because again, when I was trying to record this, the frame rate issues were bad, and also the Wi-Fi was bad too. So, we're at the point where, yeah, I basically had to cut out because it was stuttering and stammering again. But we managed to stop the first fire troop. But you have to make sure you eliminate all the fire troop. Because even if you take care of all the reinforcements, if the fire troop is allowed to go into Xu Castle and burn the place down, guess what? You're getting the second star requirement. I shit you not. So, with that said, let's just finish this level normally and slay everybody that stands in your way. Normally you will need a rage move in order for to take care of everybody that stands in your way. Starting from the first two that's trying to evacuate. But I managed to kill every last one of them because of the fact that I was strong enough to do so.
Brother,
Now then, before Guan Yu ends up letting all these torch troops pass through as if they were Cao Cao, as if he had a debt to Cao Cao, I can't let that go any further. I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
I'll let you go for now.
Alright, that's the last of the torch troop. We stopped the fire attack. Wait, hold on. Now we stopped the fire attack. So now Dian Wei is going to be coming our way. If that is the case, then Dian Wei is going to be headed for the main camp. And Guo Jia is going to make his appearance. And once he does, all we need to do is just simply beat him. That's it. If you followed everything right, then you will not have to worry about your castle being on fire, and more importantly, this one's the kicker, you'll actually be going to a different location. Now, all I need to do is get my horse. Or more importantly, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, right. It was slow down, so I was practically running around in circles. Oh, right. I was looking for that motherfucker. That's what I was looking for.
Because I'm gonna give you a even if you're not.
Yes, I'm positive this is my playthrough, but I was just looking for that motherfucker right here.
And you won't survive our next encounter.
So, with that said, Dian Wei has been defeated. And I had to make sure that Dian Wei was defeated, because if he doesn't get defeated, he's going to beeline for Tao Qian, and that would have been an automatic fail. Especially since that dude was inspired. And we all know what happens when officers are inspired. They will be ridiculously powerful. Yeah, I know. Part 2. I know. I'll never live it down. Even though I just redeemed myself not too long ago. So, with that said, we just need to follow the path up to the very top, and we can get rid of Su Chu and Cao Ren, who are waiting for us. And after that, that'll take care of every last person. And by the way, when you do, there is going to be a difference.
I have come to put an end to this.
So now, let's go on ahead and make our difference right here, right now. All these officers are going to get crushed.
This cannot have happened.
Including Guo Jia. Now, if we actually got this right, Guo Jia should be around here somewhere. Ah, there he is.
I did not expect their resistance to be so
If we did this right, then we have a cut. No, we don't have a cutscene, actually.
I can't believe that we're being pushed back.
And since we did this right, it's off to the hypothetical route we go. However, if we did this wrong, we would actually go for the defense of, or should I say, disruption in Guandu. That's where you go if you happen to get the other star requirement. If you didn't, and you got the hypothetical one, you're going to be whisked off to Jinyi, skipping Guandu all the way entirely. Although you're still going to go to Jinyi either way, but you'll be going to, you're practically going to be going to Guandu and then Jinyi, but the difference is, I think there would be a cutscene where Guan Yu would reunite with Zhang Fei and Zhao Yun and also Liu Bei. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to worry about that come part 5. I mean, Guandu, that's what I'm talking about. But instead, we've got other things to worry about. Like, for instance, the Battle of Xinyi, where we will be at the helm of either Liu Bei, Zhang Fei, or the person who made his debut in Seven Empires but fully became on the roster and part of the story in this game, Zhu Shu. And we will continue this in part 4. This is RVMan985. I'll see you all next time, and I can't believe I let my mouse still be on the screen. God damn it, I thought I learned by now, but apparently not. See you all next time. Jesus Christ, the things that I do.